Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the IBB, Tesla, Twilio, DB, and FedEx. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. So again, on the IBB daily, right back into the 300. They got a lot of bag holders up in here, let me tell you. They cracked it. Everybody became bullish. I mean, after a run like this, right in the double top again, you had a lot of bag holders left here. They become sellers. The weak retail traders are hopping in this thing going, oh man, here we go. Everything's going to be great. StockBookie, you better watch out. But you know what? Ultimately, though, I mean, you could get the gap window, gap fill, but we didn't. So now, look out, guys. We're below the MAs here. What a sell today. This is ugly on a little more volume, too. Somebody knows something out here with this Deutsche Bank. Some news coming out. This is ugly. This is ugly. I mean, we had all this news. Remember all the biotechs running and running. Everything's getting upgrades, all this stuff. Oh my gosh, look how great it is again. Then boom, right back down. So we're back down to the 618 retrace. I think we're going to get to the, where is this, a blue one, 282.89, and ultimately right back to the 200 MA, right at 277.94. This thing comes back into here. You're going to have some support. So watch for a bounce. If this area gives up, it's lights out, guys, for this one. Let's go to the bigger time frame. Oh my gosh. Well, no, hey, you know what? Here we go. We're still in the 50 MA on here, so it still has a chance. But remember, we kept talking about this 50 MA. If it gets above it, we should be okay. Look at that. Gets above it, confirms even, gets the double top, never closes above, comes right back in. And now let's see where they close this thing. Oops. 285.98. Wow, they did close it below it. So we are below the 50 MA again. Man, this thing needs to bounce. If it comes in tomorrow and the markets start to dump and gets below the 20 MA again, wow, we're going right to 262. And then who knows where we go from there. You better be careful with this one if you are long. Monthly chart still inside bar. We've talked about this for months. Inside bar, can't get above here. Setting up just like this. Only had 4 months of consolidation and it dropped like this. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months of consolidation. Guys, I'm looking at 207.05 if these markets really start to rock and roll. We're going to get to 241. If that double bottom doesn't hold in this 50 MA, we're going to 200 easily. The market's dumped. It might even go lower. Who knows? I don't want to scare anybody, but guys, we're due. We're almost 8 years into a bull run. We've been floating at the highs, doing nothing but other than distribution on the SPY, and it's on hopes and dreams at this point. The only stocks that are moving up, it's moving up on news. Oh, Amazon's going to start a new shipping company. Oh my gosh, it's going to rally 75 points. It's Amazon. It's got to go. And then they start upgrading it. Chipotle. We're sending out coupons. It's going to be great. We're Chipotle. We're great again. And what else? Nvidia had news today. You know what? I don't care. When the markets were starting to dump, Nvidia started dumping. Then they came out with some crap news. The market sell off 300-400 tomorrow. Everything's going down. I don't care. The IBB is going to flush. So be careful, guys. You know what? If you were long on this thing and didn't take your profits up in here, man, look at this. Surprise! Right in your face. Not to be a jerk or anything, but man, you guys, I mean, it's all right here. Double top, and you're starting to go long here, or you're not taking profits? Come on. Until we get above there and confirm? No way. Big, big resistance right here, guys. And the SPY starts to sell. Look out. All right, let's go to Tesla. Everyone's favorite man on the moon. Again, down, inside bar, starting to crack again. You bought on this thing up in here, you had big resistance. Until you got above this bar right here, never did, lights out. Bearish pattern, below the MAs. Now we're below the 20, all of them. Market's starting to dump. We're going right back to double bottom, 193. You know, I was looking at a short up here, never made it, and of course it never made it. That's too easy of a trade. So they're trying to make you guess right here, then they'll push it up in your face to add more here. And that's why I've been out small position, small position. If it gets up into this area, small position, guys. You got to take the right size trade. You can't load up the house here. You got to have some in the tank just in case. That's how these markets are going. But man, what a good sell today on Tesla. Weekly chart. Again, inside bar. We talked about this below the MAs. This thing's setting up to go right back to double bottom. 200 moving average. Good support down in here around 187.74. We gotta keep an eye on that area. If that cracks, we're going right to fill this gap, and then to fill the gap down in here at 150. And if more ugly news comes out with this guy, it's gonna even get uglier, guys. What else here? We're below this trend line. Let's see where we close on a monthly basis. We're at the 618 as well. So we're going to know more tomorrow on the weekly and a monthly. We'll look at this chart again Friday night or over the weekend. We'll do another video. But guys, Tesla not looking good. They get bad news again, this thing's going to flush out again. Twilio, the IPO. Oh, TWLO. Twilio. Look at this. They're really taking this one to the house. Let's get this as high as possible. Get everybody stuck in this thing, so when it comes crashing down, they can get margin call, and that will exaggerate the move down when all the margin calls start happening. Guys, it's an IPO. We got above this. We have a topping tail here. It closed here. It did. Oh my gosh, did it? So it never confirmed above the topping tail. Oh my gosh, look at this. So it never confirmed. We added more shorts, and market sell, this one's going right back down. Look at this though. I mean, it came back in, retraced, came back up to the trend line, pulled back, retraced, popped it up. I think this is the last hoo-ha for Twilio. Hit the 70 even number, crossed that pass by a buck, overshot it. Now it's coming right back in. Let's stick a fib here. Doesn't have a lot of let's do it here first. Let's go smaller. So yeah, wow, look at that. So 65.55 is the line in the sand. If we close below this on a weekly basis or even on a daily basis, then we're looking for lower prices. Let's see how this thing reacts tomorrow with the markets. The DB news should possibly send everything lower. Weekly chart, we need to close below this one, or I would like to see it closing below that high pivot, which is right at, I'm bearish on this one, guys, right around 68.35, 32. And we're right there. Market stump, we're definitely going to get under there. Monthly chart, there's just not enough on here other than a stretch play. I mean, 4 months straight up. It's time for this one to pull back. I'd wait for the pullback and then maybe buy. I honestly don't even know what this company does, nor do I care. I'm just following the charts to see where this thing's going to pull back. Just like every other IPO, you're going to get a pullback. And when we do, 59.31, 53.10, 47.55, ultimately 42.99 possibly, but we'll see. We'll take each day as it comes. It will give us a new piece of the puzzle, but right now this topping tail is still holding on. DB, and man, let me tell you, here's the trend line I'm following here, guys. This is just ugly, and I'll show you on the monthly chart. I posted something 4 days ago saying, hey, if this thing starts to crack, you better watch out. DB's talking to us. And if this one starts to crack this trend line, there is no support, nothing underneath this. Maybe 11, the even numbers, 10, and so on. But they need to come out and do something with this one or bail them out or something, which, God forbid, guys, they bail out these guys and just keep doing this printing the money, bailing everyone out and pretending everything's okay. You got to let these guys fail eventually. Just like Lehman Brothers. All right, so this trend line is the line in the sand here, guys, and it just touched the low of today. That's where we're bouncing. So it hit it. See how it bounced 2 days? Got the news coming out. They were like, oh no, Deutsche Bank's okay, and then boom, right in everyone's face again. Weekly chart. I mean, we're getting some pretty good volume on the weekly. That could tell us a possible reversal, or we're going to bail them out. Everything's going to be okay. But look at this chart, guys. I mean, this is one of the biggest banks out there, and it can't even catch a bid. That's something's wrong, guys. Something is really, really wrong here. But we do have some massive volume here, so that tells us we might have a possible reversal. But we're going to have to see how. I'm not jumping on anything at this point because at anything can happen. There's just nothing there. Monthly chart, same thing. Here's that trend line. Actually, this is a bigger one even. This is right where we're at. This you could probably draw a little bit lower, but I'm in the tails here. So this is, I mean, it's never been this low. This is almost scary, guys. So keep in mind DB. Keep this one on the watch list. Let's see if we could get below the 19 area. That's the low down in there. If it gets to 11.10, you better watch out. This thing's going to drag everything with it. Let's go to FedEx. Someone asked me to do a analysis on this one, and this one's not bad. They had earnings, I believe. But yeah, they did. They popped up, chopping around, but it popped up. You know, we went into this little pivot here, and let's go to the weekly on this one. See it a little bit better. Let's go horizontal. Let's take the high. So we're actually into this pivot right there. This breakdown as well. So if it goes up to about the 183, 185 level, short this thing with both hands. If you're in here already short, make sure you at least a half position here. If it goes up, you can always add more. If it goes up into anywhere into this area, maybe the 180, 181 area, you can definitely do it as well. We're going to see how this thing reacts if the markets start to tank. But right now, technically, it's not bad, but you are into these breakdown areas, and you're into a lot of overhead resistance with all this consolidation back in 2015. Monthly chart, same thing. Just another one. Well, you know, I mean, we're coming off of 119. We're almost at 180. Come on. I know we're going into Christmas. Not a bad pattern. Good reversal. But 3 months up into this area here. Big resistance up in here. Start adding shorts. If it gets up to the double top, all-time high, add the rest of it. And use a stop out with confirmation above the what is it? Like 186 area, say 190, 192. So whatever position you can take to withstand, you know, a $20 move or so, $18 move, and confirmation. That's what you got to do on this, guys. Money manage right now in these markets. Money management right now in these markets are critical. Size position is critical. You do not want to get your butt kicked. If you're making 10% on a trade, you want to lose maybe 8% on a trade. But you want to keep banging out winners. So if you have the 1 or 2 losers, it's not going to be a big deal. So just be careful. Anything else here? No, you know what? That's it tonight. I'm going to take off. Guys, again, thanks for watching my videos. Hopefully I'm helping some of you guys out there make some cash. I've been making some pretty good calls on StockTwits lately. We got a bunch of shorts out there, maybe 12 of them on StockTwits. Some of them we covered today, and hopefully we get some more downside tomorrow. We're going to start covering the rest of them. Not the rest of them, but we'll cover more on them. I'm one to make money or take the money and run. I don't care. There's always trades out there to take, and I'm not going to worry about it. If I'm in nothing, great. If I'm in longs, great. Shorts, great. I don't care which way the markets are going. I use my technicals and try to figure out which way an equity will move. All right, guys. Again, thanks for watching my videos. Comments or questions, send them to me at StockBookie@gmail.com. God bless. See you on the charts.